Hello everyone and welcome to the Void Between Reality and the Land of Heckin' Nerds. My name is Brian, aka He of the Void, and today it's time to hand out some metaphorical hardware, hence why I'm on the other side of the camera. It is time for my top 10 toys of 2024 list. Now, two ground rules first. These are the toys I got in 2024, not necessarily the toys that came out in 2024, and this is entirely by my own preference. I am not taking into account anyone else's reviews other than my own. That is all I'm going by. So my list might vary from other toy reviewers' lists and might vary from your own list. And in that case, you're welcome to make your own list and give me your top 10. I'd love to see your top 10s. In fact, I'm giving you permission to leave your top 10s in the comments below. Leave a link to your top 10 video if you so choose. I'd love to see your top 10 and see where things compare and differentiate. I'd like that. But anyway, we're going to get started with our honorable mention for the year, G1 Universe Deluxe Optimus Prime from Legacy. I couldn't find space for him on the list proper because, let's be honest, oh my golly, this was probably the toughest thing I've done in a long time when it comes to toys. Legitimately, this was an incredibly difficult list to make, and Optimus here slid just off the end of the list, but still a delight of a toy that follows in the new sort of mythos of, or ethos, whatever, of what if we made a toy from the 80s/90s, but with elbows and knees? Interesting development. So this guy is basically the G1 figure, but updated with posability and modern engineering. And I am all for this trend. Hasbro, please continue to make G1 Universe upgrades. Not just G1 character upgrades, but G1 toy upgrades. I would love to see, any number of Transformers that have a toy of their toy that's upgraded for today's market. So yeah, the honorable mention, G1 Legacy Optimus Prime. We move on to number 10, the Lee Jane Rhino Rider. This figure's an absolute joy. It follows in the footsteps of Guerrilla Leader, Commander of Justice. I will never miss an opportunity to say that name. And Lee Jane just kind of hitting it out of the park with their Beastformers. And I've heard great things about their other figures too, so expect me to pick up more of their stuff in the coming year. Because for $16 odd, I believe I paid, what I got was a leader class sized figure with die-cast metal, decent posability, an incredibly fun alt mode that reminded me more of a Zoid than a Transformer, and I got it for cheaper than a modern day deluxe. I got this from AliExpress, and I can't say I'm disappointed with my purchase. It's a good toy. It's a fun toy. It's painted well. There's good molding. I love the Cybertronian beast aesthetic. Just overall, a great toy. So, number 10, the Rhino Rider. We move on to number 9, Voyager Class Legacy United Silverbolt. This is just overall a really solid toy. I can't really find anything to complain about it. Honestly, the painting, the molding, the sculpting, the head, the fact that it's so accurate to both the character and the toy that it contains false hinges, which was where the hinges were in the original Beast Wars toy. Yeah, I honestly don't have many complaints about this guy. He's just a really faithful adaptation of both the character and the toy, and it just makes me happy as a fan of Beast Wars, and it makes me even happier that we're getting Fuse Wars in 2024. Yeah, fantastic figure. Number 9, Legacy Silverbolt. We come to number 8. We have the Beastbox Ultra Shield, the most American toy to ever come out of China. Beastbox really took me by surprise this year. I'd never really gotten into them before. I'd seen them before, but never really gave them a chance. And BB09 here, BB09 US Ultra Shield, really took me by surprise with how good this figure was. I thought it was just going to be a gimmicky toy, and to a point it is, with the Americanized box charger and the fact that he can sit on his perch and leer over all of your other figures. Just a really good toy, really good painting, really good articulation. Just overall, really, really impressed me. And you can expect a lot more Beast Boxes coming up in the years to come, because honestly, Beast Box kind of blew me away this year. And the fact that there is a Beast Box above some actual Transformers should tell you something, that in fact I did enjoy some of the Beast Box figures more than I did some Transformers this year. Number 8, Ultra Shield. We move to number 7, Animated Universe Deluxe Class Bumblebee from Legacy United. I do not understand why this figure gets so much hate. Yes, there are hinges with the translucent plastic. Does that worry me? Yes. Is he a little small? Yes. Do I wish there was more continuity in size classes? Yes. That does not stop me from absolutely adoring this cute little bugger. Legitimately one of the cutest Transformers I've ever seen. He's got decent posability. He's got a great head sculpt. The ult mode is just adorable. And I like this figure so much that I'm actually looking forward to a repaint of the figure when I usually don't get repaints of figures I already have. I can't wait for Fugitive Waspinator and Age of the Primes. And it's because of how good this mold is. So yeah, number 7, Animated Bumblebee. It's just a good toy. Give it a chance. Go pick one up. Come on, give the cute little bugger a chance. As we move to number 6, Beastbox Down Spiral. Yeah, as high as number 6, just missing the top 5. We have Down Spiral. This is just a fantastic toy, and it shows off the strength of Beastbox. The fact that they can squeeze so many different animals and robots and all of that stuff out of a form factor that's just a simple box. The fact that this guy spins, he's got fantastic, honestly, it's just a gorgeous toy. Legitimately, I love the paint, I love the sculpting. It's just something really good and really different. And I couldn't recommend him highly enough. Again, he's above Transformers. On my list, I legitimately enjoyed Beast Boxes more than some Transformers this year. And as I said with Ultra Shield, you can expect more Beast Boxes from me. Like, if I get some Amazon gift cards or some money for Christmas, I am definitely going to be buying some more Beast Boxes, because I really love the form factor. I love what Beastbox brings to the table, especially because it's different. So yeah, number 6. Now we move on to number 5. We have the Gamer Edition War for Cybertron Optimus Prime from the Studio Series, and yeah, it's just kind of good in it. It's just kind of a good toy. And, you know, my issues aside with the ult mode having the feet hanging off, or the feet completely exposed, and the fact that you have to store his arm on his butt when you have his gun in, it's just a really fateful recreation of the character on screen. And as this was actually my first Transformers pickup here in 2024, it was a good way to start the year with a toy that was this dang good. Just an overall solid figure, and they're making their ways in stores right now, so absolutely pick one of these guys up because he's just that good. And I'm considering the upgrade kit, even though it's as expensive as the figure was, because it's just a good toy. Number 5. War for Cybertron, Optimus Prime. We move into number 4. From Legacy United, we have the Leader Class Transmetal 2 Megatron. Yeah, Legacy honestly just kind of hit it out of the park with this guy. This is one of the better toys that's come out in a really long time, and legitimately just the robot mode, the ult mode, the posability, the big wings, just everything about this toy is just a slam dunk, grand slam home run. And I really, for once, have no complaints about a figure. It's just kind of dang perfect, isn't it? And these guys are still in store, or this guy's still in stores, and last time I checked it, Target, he was almost half off. So if you've been waffling over whether you want to get this guy, take my recommendation. Go to Target, see if he's on sale, grab him. Excuse me. So number 4, the Legacy Transmetal 2 Megatron. Now we move on to number 3. And let me tell you something. Well, we all know who number 1's going to be. Trust me, I think you and I both know. Okay, I mean, I know, but I think you know too. The hardest spot on this list was who was going to be number 3 and who was going to be number 2. Because number 2 and 3 were just kind of neck and neck. And so number 3 is the Takara Beast Awakening Optimus Primal from Rise of the Beasts. Yeah, it's just good. It's just really good. It's got gimmicks for the first time in a long time for a mainline toy. It's got a great head sculpt, great molding overall, pretty good painting, just a really good toy. And because it's a Japanese import, I never really thought I was going to get my hands on this guy. But the fact that one of my local toy stores had him and I was able to pick him up just really made me happy. He's a big, chunky monkey and is the size that a traditional leader class used to be. And I wish we would get more figures at this size and the size of Transmetal 2 Megatron over there. Just an overall really, really good toy. And if you can find one at a good price point, absolutely pick one up. Like I said, number 2 and number 3 were like that. He was just out-edged by our number 2 toy. And yeah, number 3, Beast Awakening Optimus Prime. Our number 2, yeah, Commander Class Optimus Prime from Studio Series 86. Is it the second coming of Primus? Pretty dang close. You can tell that a lot of time, love, and care went into the design of this figure, and it shows from the painting, the sculpting, the molding, everything you could imagine. The fact that his trailer comes with a ton of goodies. I have infinitesimal nitpicks, and I think what edged him over Beast Awakening Optimus Primal is just how dang posable this thing is. Like, if you're more patient than I and like doing toy photography, you can get this guy into some pretty dang good poses. If you have the funds for him, pick him up. He's just honestly that good. And I know they've got Devastation Prime coming on the horizon. I will absolutely pick this up, but in my opinion, it's all downhill from here. I don't think that they could create a Prime as good as this Prime. Yeah, number 2, the Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the most anticlimactic ending to a top 10 list you will ever see in your life, the number 1 Transformer / toy I picked up in 2024, it had to be G1 Prime. As I knock his fist off. Yeah. At the risk of going off and gushing for another 15 minutes, this is my holy grail. It is the figure I've sought after the most for so many years. And the fact I was finally able to find one at a good price and decent condition made my heart sing. And, you know, I was in tears when I finally got him and I finally found him and he was finally coming home with me. And there was really no other toy that could possibly be number 1 other than my holy grail, my personal holy grail, the toy that I had sought after for so long. And he's finally mine. I finally get to display him in my collection. And it means the world to me to have the first toy of my favorite character in Transformers and really any fiction. Optimus Prime means a lot to me, and so does this toy. And there was legitimately no one else that could take the number 1 spot than my holy grail, G1 Prime. So yeah, there you go. There is my top 10 toys that I got in 2024. I look forward to 2025 and spending a whole new year with you guys. I can't wait to see what's on next year's list. And again, please, if you made a list, if you made a video, or you have just a list you want to put in text, I'd love to see it. I'd love to compare and contrast what you guys claimed as your 10 toys for 2024. So yeah, until the next year, I'm asking you to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out all my links down below to find all the places you can find me and support me. And until next year, remember, growing old is mandatory. Growing up is optional. Be curious, be playful, and above all else, be kind. And I will see you next year.